confusion with the characters being fictional, having no resemblance with the idols, a place, or community. Background images are not mine. Credit goes to the original owners. Copying my plot or my story without prior permission will lead to serious legal actions. You shyly looked down when your now fiance looked at you and winked, showing his beautiful boxy smile. Both of you are set to have an arranged marriage in 1 week's time. And no, both are not forced. You guys happily consented to this marriage. You are sitting in Taeyong's house where both of your parents formally started discussing the wedding preparations and all the following rituals. Mrs. Kim, Taeyong, how about you take Ryan and show her around the house? It's not like you guys have any work here, or take her to your room. I'm sure you guys must have a lot to talk, right? Mrs. Kim teased as Taeyong nodded shyly and grabbed your hands, taking you towards his room. You must not like the dark aesthetic of the room. You can change it according to your wish after our marriage, Ryan. Taeyong turned towards you and said, beaming his beautiful $1 million smile that could make even a family man wept for him. No, it's okay. I just like the minimalist setting too. It's exactly just how I like. You said as you sat on the bed, as Taeyong also sat next to you, holding your hands. By the way, are you happy with our marriage? You are happy with our marriage, right? Yes, I'm very happy. Mrs. Kim is also not forcing you to marry me, right? What? No. I really like you, Ryan, and I don't know what made you think that. I really like you, and I think we are very, very compatible to each other. He said as he hugged you, both of you sharing the dream of a vibrant future ahead, totally unaware of a pair of burning eyes cocking at you both, swearly jealous of your blooming love and happiness. 1 hour later, Taeyong talked to you to his heart's content, sharing his college experiences, likes and preferences, etc. Now it was time for you to say goodbye as both families went on their own ways. Time skip. You were sitting in the car with your stepsister who was staring at you with agony. Your parents came in another car right behind yours. Lena, stepsister, you do know that Taeyong was my ex-boyfriend, right? Forced ex-boyfriend, Lena. Taeyong didn't mention about your crazy dates in one of our conversations. Oh, stop pacifying yourself, bitch. Liam still loves me and is marrying you just to get close to me. Oh, really? Is this why he didn't even approach you once or even greet you today? Stay mad with your broken toothbrush face, lol. Lena started spitting her dirt on you, but you paid no heed to her, being confident of the man that you're marrying. You know about the so called relationship that got over a long while ago. They even did tell you how they both were in love, but that was a long while ago. Lena was overly controlling and insecure, making their relationship super toxic and just a formality. He realized that it was better breaking up with Lena than regretting later because he had already lost whatever feelings he had for her in the past. He did tell you everything beforehand to avoid any kind of awkwardness or conflict later on. Lena was still just too delusional about Taeyong and considered him as hers. 1 week later, I do. You slid and smiled at Taeyong, who leaned forward to kiss your mellow cushion-like lips when priest. I didn't say the groom was the bride yet, boy. He said and smiled as everyone in the venue, including you, laughed. Don't mind him, guys. He's a little desperate for wine today. It's his wedding. Jimin, Taeyong's best man, teased Taeyong, who smacked his head. Shut up, little Jiminy. Okay, now you may kiss the bride. The priest said as they pecked their lips twice, completing the wedding rituals. Time skip. 2 months later, what a beauty. You were very happy with Taeyong. He was a wonderful husband, just a little cold. But this was his nature, so you had accepted him as he is. He wasn't rude to you or anyone, just cold. He just liked to talk less and do more. His actions spoke louder than words. He would buy you gifts, take you on dates, show you off to his friends, made time for you, made love to you. Your relationship was just perfect and you were all over the moon. You just came back home from work and started preparing the dinner. You wanted to cook quickly and get free, as James said he wanted to have a very important convo about something. When you guys talked on the phone, 45 minutes later, after both of you ate your dinner, you were washing the dishes when Taeyong led you to the room to tell you about something which apparently was a surprise that he had planned for you. for weeks. They, what is it? I have to do the dishes and clean the counter as well. Baby, we're going to party for like a business trip. For how long? For honeymoon. Oh wait, it's like for you? Oh my god, I love you so much. You jumped on him, hugging him tightly as he hugged you back, showing his beautiful boxy smile. 4 days later, Young, would you like to go to the scuba ride together? We would be like the best pair together. What do you say? I'm sorry, Lena, it's kind of inappropriate. I'd have to go. One must be waiting for me. You half that you saw them talking again from a distance. Both of you were happily enjoying the trip, creating memories, but everything got ruined when Lena came here. After she found out you were in Bali for honeymoon with Taeyong, you had no idea how to make some distance with her and create boundaries, which she obviously would not respect. Taeyong POV. Lena again tried clinging on my arms as I pushed her away carefully not to hurt her. Not like I would mind hurting her, it's just that I don't want to create a scene and deal with her later. How can someone be so dumb and join a newly married couple on their honeymoon? Plus, why did no one in her family stop her? I don't care about her feelings at this point, so I just pushed her and took Ryan for scuba diving, something she was just so excited about. Lena POV. No matter how much I try persuading Taeyong, I just cannot convince him to stay with me and stop spending his time with that Ryan. I have to convince Taeyong to be with me and convince Ryan to leave my thing. I will make them fall apart and get my day baby back in my arms. She thinks to herself and plans to play her final ace card, making a call. She makes sure all the arrangements are in place for a little accident that will bring a tornado in your perfect little world. Let me see how you win against me this time, stepsister. Smack. The next morning, you were peacefully sleeping, being wrapped in your husband's strong arms, your head on his chest and your legs tangled with his. A sweet disturbance ruined your sleep, waking you up from your beautiful dreamland. Your eyes fluttered repeatedly, trying to adjust to the sunlight when Taeyong suddenly kissed your lips, softly yet deeply. The number of times I kissed you in your sleep is very concerning to me. You giggled at his statement and kissed a freckle on his nose as a slight blush occurred on its sharp tip. It's not like I mind your kisses, sweet cheeks. Okay, now get up and freshen up. We have so many beaches to explore today, he said, flushing, and lifted you up, taking you to the bathroom. You do realize that I have legs, right? What are your intentions, Tiger? Glad your legs are working. But wait, did you just assume I'll let you bath alone? Gosh, you are such a perv. You literally start in the morning itself, baby. How would you know, darling? You don't have a hot wifey. If it's difficult to control yourself in front of a 10-course meal, you know. He tried flirting with his broken skills as you locked the door of the bathroom, knowing there is no way he'd let you shower alone this time. One hour later, Lena was glaring at Mayan and Taeyong, who were eating their breakfast without leaving a flying heck to her. She was obviously mad because of the constant moaning she had to hear all night. I mean, what do you expect taking the room next to the honeymoon suite of a newly married couple in heat? Anyways, Ryan, don't you think your dress is kinda inappropriate today? You should show less. You should show less skin, you know. She said, trying to ignite some fire between you and Taeyong. Oh, really? What do you expect her to wear on a honeymoon with me? A full sleeve nightie? Obviously, she's gonna say, dress beautiful Miss Auntie. They mocked at her, who looked away, getting frustrated of the savage responses you both had for her nonsense questions. Um, Lena, I'm kinda sorry to say this, but we would like you to give us some space today. We got a bunch of newly married couple stuff to do today, and we don't want you to feel awkward, he said, glaring at her, who was still shamelessly clinging on Taeyong even after getting insulted so badly. This woman just had no shame in their eyes. So, are you saying that I'm a third wheel? No, that's exactly not what she's saying. Stop trying to mold her words and stop trying to come in between us, he said after paying the bill and grabbed your hands, taking you away, heading to the first destination of your honeymoon package. At night, coming back at the hotel, you both glanced at each other and smiled, sharing a tired kiss. It was such a fun day, but you both were very tired now. Your head and feet were hurting, and you were in desperate need of a painkiller. Baby, can you please ask the staff at the reception for an aspirin tablet? Sure, babe. And just change and go get a pill for you. He got up and wore his slippers, getting out of the room to get your meds. Damn, baby. As I was walking towards the left, a hand suddenly pulled me inside a room, and I felt myself getting strangled. I looked up to see Lena, who was crying hysterically while pushing and cursing me. Why? Just why can't it be me, Leung? I've always loved you and always will. You know better, Lena. I'm a married man now, and I'm married to someone else, and I genuinely love her. What is this behavior? I do not understand at all. Besides, both of us mutually broke up, and you know the reasons. Why are you making it so difficult for us? Plus, get off of me. You're getting so inappropriate. But they. No, stop it. Just stop it. Since you chose to not respect the boundaries, I'm not gonna take your bullshit either. I'm calling your dad to take you away tomorrow. But me and Ryan don't wanna handle your nonsense. James said as he got irritated and left the room, leaving a crying Lena behind. I'll definitely get you back there. You're mine, and you're to be mine. Taking the required pills, they went into the hotel room. He wanted to talk to you about Lena's shameless behavior, but to his surprise, you were already sleeping, drool dropping from the corner of your lips. He sighed and kept the medicine on the side table and laid down with you, covering you and him with a duvet. Pulling you closer, he rested his head on your shoulder and flew to his dreams. "4 hours later, huge clouds of smoke filled the building, which was blazing in fire. People were running around like crazy as the firefighters tried to calm the blaze. You woke up coughing but couldn't see Thane beside you. You quickly got up and checked the bathroom to find him and rushed to the exit, but he was just nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, Lena came in the room running and locked the door, smiling creepily. Lena, haven't lost your goddamn mind. Oh, shut up, stepsister. The show is about to begin. Let's see your little love breaking your heart now. Gosh, have you lost your goddamn mind? You panicked and tried to open the door, pushing and kicking it as smoke began to envelop the room. Your efforts went all in vain. As you fell on your knees, coughing furiously, your throat felt like it was choked, and Lena's condition was just no better. She was coughing harshly, too, as hot tears escaped her eyes. Lena, please, just open the door and we can all escape from here. Why are you even doing this? Lena came and sat close to the door to prevent you from opening. Not like you could do much about it. Where in the heck was even Taeyong? And why hasn't he come here yet? Suddenly the door swung open from outside as Taeyong entered in the room with a mask on, his face and his clothes wet to protect him from the heat. He was about to come towards your weakening body when suddenly Lena screamed, Taeyong, baby, please save me. I am pregnant with a baby, she said as she wiggled a positive pregnancy test in her hand, which was positive. Taeyong's eyes widened in realization as his steps halted from going towards you. Was she really pregnant with his baby? Is his saving his wife worth more than saving his own innocent blood? And would he be able to sleep at night knowing he could just save his child and he didn't? So many questions were moving in his mind like a film. His mind was hazy and his steps retrieved from you, going to his past lover. Lena smiled approvingly when they unwrapped her arms around his neck and Theon picked her up and headed out, leaving you behind. Her eyes widened in realization that Theon actually left you behind to die here for a baby whose heart wasn't even beating yet. Or was alive. How could he do that to you, and why was he so lovey-dovey to you when he still wasn't over his ex? Plus, was he already cheating on you for Lena to be pregnant now? Maybe this was the reason for Lena's surprise appearance. Maybe both of them already planned all of this. You could only cry about it. Regret trusting him with your heart and soul. Regret believing his sugar-coated words and actions. The smoke now filled up your lungs as you slowly started losing consciousness. You finally closed your eyes as a lone tear escaped from them. To be continued. I entered the room after attending a call that turned out to be a wrong number, only to find the hotel room full of smoke. As I went further, I saw Lena coughing hysterically and a half-conscious Ryan. I quickly made my way towards my wife, but that witch suddenly screamed, Damn baby, please, please save me. Wait, what? I wonder if she's on coke or something because there is no way she's pregnant. At least not for me. It's been an eternity since we broke up, and even when we were together, we never really crossed our sexual boundaries. I paid no heed to whatever the woman barked and tried to go to Ryan, but again, Lena tried blocking the way. Ryan was losing her consciousness, So I quickly picked Lena up to clear the way and took her outside the almost burnt room. I noticed the way how Lena was smiling creepily at me like she's a heroine or something and I'm a godsend savior. Little does she know. Thank you, Ding. I knew you. What the hell? The woman screamed loudly as they threw her right outside the door, literally as soon as he picked her up. She literally still thinks we are something. They quickly picked her unconscious body and ran outside the hotel, leaving Lena alone to burn alive in the blazing fire. He made his way to the hospital and got you admitted as soon as he could. 2 hours later, the doctor came outside your hospital room and made her way towards Taeyong, who was sweating profusely out of sheer concern and nervousness. Taeyong, thank God my darling is okay, he exclaimed loudly when he found out you were all fine. You didn't really faint due to the smoke. It was out of anxiety and panic, but you are all good now, slowly gaining your consciousness. Lena was also saved by the rescue team, but suffered major burns on her face, neck, and shoulder. She was kept in the same hospital as you, but on a different floor. Author Beauty. They rushed to his side when he saw you awake and kissed your whole face, while hot tears escaped through his eyes. Damn, please stop acting like you care. I've seen enough by my own eyes. Baby, please. Please just listen to me once. I was the one who's got you here and did give him a chance to explain his point. I mean, that's how a conversation works. Even though you were not in the best position mentally and physically, you did understand that they took Lena out just to get her out of the door that she was blocking from before he got there. Reference to the incident in part 2. His intentions for you were pure and he took you out of the danger risking his own life. He had no idea about how Lena was, whether alive or dead. You finally burst into tears, hugging him tightly, throwing your weak body on his strong one. He hugged you back and rubbed your waist, trying to soothe you. I thought you left me for her. Shh. It's okay if I saw you. I would have thought the same, love. I don't blame you at all. If anyone is to blame, it's me. If I was there sooner, you would have been out there all fine and you wouldn't be here. No. Don't blame yourself, please. It's not your fault. In fact, thank you for saving me. Taeyong smiled and kissed your forehead and gently pecked your lips as you hugged him again. Both of you stayed in the same position, not wanting to let each other go just yet. His warmth was comforting, like always, and managed to somehow re energize you, if that was even possible. 2 weeks later, when POV, you and Theo got ready to meet Lena in the hospital. Even though you did not want to go and waste time on that woman, you still had to confront her about what happened 2 weeks ago, the incident at the hotel. Since the whole hotel suffered damages due to the accident, both police and media was involved, and it was later found out that it was Lena who was responsible for the fire. Our original plan was to only burn your room and fake an incident, but it unpredictably went out of control, burning the whole building down. She was still not recovered, hence kept in the hospital for observations. Her crimes and hidden malicious intentions could not be concealed, and hence she was awaiting trial and court hearings. Anyways, you kept the lip gloss aside and fixed your outfit. You sighed and went down to the lobby to get Theo, who was sitting on the sofa, nervousness clearly evident on his face. Baby, you sure you want to confront her this soon? I just want to get this over with, Dave. After this, we will be free from her forever. Even mum and dad have completely cut off their ties from that psychopath. He nodded and held your arms, taking you to outside to head to the hospital. At Lena's hospital room, Lena cried and cried and blamed you and Taeyong for losing her child. Yes, she was pregnant but not with Taeyong. It was one of her colleagues she hooked up with once and decided to play smart and use it as bait to snatch your husband from you. Her intentions towards you were evil, but man, did she love her child baby more than anyone else, even more than Theo. You did feel bad for what she was going through as a woman, but honestly, she deserves this. She was the one who put her kid in that position to begin with. Karma is an effing boomerang, they say. Think, honey, you should have saved her baby. I hate you for this, she said and cried again, banging her head again and again. My baby, my angel, you took away my little blessing from me. She genuinely teared up again. You could have at least saved that innocent child thing. What did it even do to you? Having enough of all the false accusations, they finally decided to butt in the conversation. I understand you were hurt, Lena, but it wasn't my baby. You cannot just force a responsibility on me that wasn't even mine to begin with. But my baby was innocent. You. 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . Again, it was not mine. Even if it was, I would have saved my beloved wife over a piece of flesh. The fault is yours to put your unfair expectations on me. But again, I'm sorry for your loss. Just get lost, get lost, get lost, both of you, out now. She screamed as she was unable to control or express her anger. I silently stood at a corner, listening to them, but feeling that they needed to have this conversation. But now the water was over your head. 'Both of you had to leave the premises. Nina was getting another anxiety attack. Even though the conversation did not went well, you both were at least happy to get everything off your chest and start afresh. 5 years later, you both started a family 2 years ago and had a little son named Kimchi. Kimchi was the apple of your eye and was very naughty. Honestly, getting rid of the trauma and your stepsister's betrayal was very difficult, but with Tame's help, even impossible said impossible. As for Lena, she was still in jail and was charged for lifetime imprisonment for risking hers, yours, and others' life. Your parents had totally cut off their connection with Nina and absolutely loved their grandson Kimchi. Your life is going well and you're ready to welcome your newborn baby, whose name is Strawberry. As of now, you and Taeyong are focusing on your relationship, family, and career. These are the top priorities in your life now. You thank God to give you enough strength to get off that difficult phase and trust Taeyong with another chance. Something he's really thankful for.